Papa Bear here. Day 3 of the Vermont Long Trail. Just getting started. Rained a little bit last night, but not too bad. So today's plan, I'm trying to get, I go up and over Mount Belvedere where there's a fire tower up there. And then at the bottom that, I believe it's called the Devil's Hop Yard. Basically like I think it's a few hundred yards of just boulder hopping. Trying to get up and over that, through that section before 11 o'clock. It's about 7. I think it's about 7 right now. Because around somewhere between 11 and 2, we're supposed to get some higher winds and quite a bit of rain today. So trying to get to the, by the end of the day, trying to get to the Corliss shelter, which is about 14.5 miles away, and then that should set me up for roughly about 10 miles to get into Johnson tomorrow to the bed and breakfast. So just getting started this morning. Whew. Wow. Remember when I said these rocks are slippery? Yeah. I just slid down that slab into the water. Luckily, my feet landed flat. They are wet, but at least I didn't crash and hurt myself. So now we are moving forward. I just did the extra 0.2 mile spur trail to the top of Mount Belvedere, elevation 3,360, something like that. Going to climb up the tower, even though it's overcast. I'm here. I got to do it. We'll head up there. Today I feel good. I'm just got a really good rhythm going. My body feels good, even though the past couple days it's been about 9,000 feet of elevation gain, a little bit over that. I forget what today is, somewhere around 4,000 or 5,000 feet of elevation gain. But I'm getting ready to, after I leave here, I will descend Mount Belvedere, which is brutal. I think it's something like 2,000 feet of elevation loss in like 2.3 miles. So that is going to be rough on the knees. So I will probably fuel up with some peanut butter and some snacks and maybe a little something else, something to eat or drink before I head down. But overall, having a great time. Kind of forgot I'm afraid of heights. Alright, I'm gonna get down from here, descend Belvedere before Hurricane Henry gets me. Papa Bear here at you. So I made it down Mount Belvedere. With all that elevation loss, according to the elevation profile map, that seemed pretty easy. I mean, there were a few sections that were kind of sketchy or scrambly. One or two I slid on my butt on purpose down some rock slides just so I wouldn't fall, but for the most part, that did not feel like a 2,000 foot elevation loss. But right now, we are getting ready to go play with the devil. We are entering the, it's called the Devil's Gulch area. I've heard some people compare this to the Mahoosic Notch in southern Maine on the Appalachian Trail. The Mahoosic Notch is considered either the toughest or most fun section of the Appalachian Trail. This is, I don't believe it nearly as tough as that, but we will go check it out and see what kind of fun we can get into. Whew. Onward we go. Ooh, this is a, oh my God. Oh, oh. Oh. Ooh, that's a tight squeeze. Maybe I should have just climbed over top of it. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Woo. Oh. So the devil went down to Georgia. I think it came up to Vermont to break a few freaking ankles. Holy cow. This is the devil's work. Hey there, Papa Bear here. Midday update. I just made it through the Devil's Gulch. The devil tried to get me. Tried to pull me into his fiery pits of hell. But all he got was my gator. Woo. I have to find some needle and thread to sew that up or something. Whew. About 10 miles in for the day, so I got about 4.5 miles before I get to camp. But on day 2, kind of started to get my head right back in my hiking space, I guess I'd call it. Day 3, I've just been like kind of cranking it. Like this morning, this afternoon, I've just been in such like a good rhythm. I've just been moving along. The Devil's Gulch area definitely slowed me down. That was pretty tough. That was sketchy. Yeah, it didn't last that long, but it was just really sketchy. And then also today on day 3, I guess I'm just learning to adapt to a different terrain than what I'm used to hiking in. I think I kind of, although I crashed this morning right out of camp, I think I've learned how to kind of deal with the slick rock. Not that I won't slip anymore. I'm sure I will plenty of times. But I'm also learning to love the mud in Vermont. I'm just kind of embracing the mud. Yes, the first 2 days I was kind of skirting around it on the edges of the trail. Today I'm just going right through it. And it's making, keeping that rhythm going, keeping my pace going. And it's just, it's just making it easier. Just kind of embracing the mud, I guess. So anyway, it's Papa Bear. I am going to keep on going down the trail, grab a bite to eat here. Like I said, about 4.5 miles to camp. Just made it to the top of Butternut Mountain, elevation 2,715. Another mountain with no view, but I discovered a really good thing. I have a bad back. That's why I do a lot of stretching every day to help it out with flexibility. And I foam roll it each morning, which kind of gets things moving. Laying down on this rock slab here, man, it loosens things up. My back sounded like Rice Krispies. Pop, pop, pop. That is a good tip that I'm going to remember for the rest of this hike, because that felt good. Onward we go. Got about a mile to get to camp tonight. Well, I'm almost at camp. I got 0.1 miles to go. Overall total mileage for today will be somewhere around 15.3 miles. Long trail miles is about 14 14.5. Overall, it's been a great day. Really enjoyed my time out here. It's been a long one though. By the time I get to camp, it'll be about a 12-hour day, but I've honestly taken more breaks today than I really ever normally do. Stopped by a lot of streams just to kind of chill out and take a break, eat extra, pump the electrolytes into me. So thanks for following along. I will probably close this video out with maybe a few shots from camp tonight. So this is Papa Bear on the LT Bear Trek Adventures, out.